Welcome back to the Diamond Goose. Today we're gonna play Charity. Alright. Sun beamed in through your window, warming your skin as you lay comfortably on your bed. With your arm hovering in the air, you held your phone above your face, squinting against the sun to read the latest text Cove had sent through. He was out with the group he volunteered with, Orca, to do some kind of activity. They'd been at it since early that morning, and he'd been keeping you updated by messenger. The latest one explained how he'd just finished cleaning up the beach, and was now heading over to man a stall on the shopping street to sell tickets for a fundraising dinner. Let's go, Jackie. Before then, he wanted to call. You didn't mind that, and replied saying as much. As you waited for it to come in, you let out a big breath, thinking of the formal dinner that Orca organized. Being a completely fundraising-focused event for large donors, it was crucial for the organization's projects in the year to come. That's why Cove had been so busy lately. All you had heard about it so far was that it was a prim and proper occasion, with speeches and everything. And then the notification popped up. Incoming call. You picked up immediately. Hi.
Sorry.
Hey Jackie, sorry I don't have a lot of time to talk, but this was my chance, so you know.
What a mature and responsible boy you are.
Don't be a Cove.
You should not be boy Cove.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, one of us has to be responsible today.
Cove, I can break your neck with my biceps.
Cove, you just call me a boy.
Yeah, for real.
Do you want to come by to see me? At the booth, I mean?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. See you soon. It's just down this... It's down... Oh my god. It's just down on the shopping street. You'll see it.
Okay, bye. After the temporary goodbyes, you tucked your phone away and pushed yourself up from your bed. Heading downstairs, you found Ma lounging in the living room, seated on the couch with her legs tucked up and a magazine in her lap. She was dead. The illness finally took her.
No!
No! She looked up at the sound of your footsteps, giving you a smile.
Hey, sweetie, what are you up to?
Cove just finished his first Orca activity. He's going to the shopping street to sell tickets for their fundraising dinner. I'm gonna meet him there.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. Good idea, sounds wonderful.
She nodded happily, then her face fell a little as she put her magazine to the side.
I'm still sad your mom and I can't make it to the dinner that night. Wait, I'm still... Yeah, that's right.
She seemed honestly disappointed, but her face brightened again when she looked at you next.
You'll be going, right? I could buy you a ticket for you if you don't have enough money. What's the price?
Thanks, but Cove hasn't mentioned how much it is. I'll check it out when I'm there.
Okie dokie.
Perfect, let me see how it goes. Let me know how it goes.
You agreed with a nod, walking backwards towards the door.
Thanks, sweetie. Have a good walk. I tell Cove I said hello.
I will. Bye, Ma. Strolling out the front door, you shut it behind you and let out a deep breath. You had known that the event was coming up and that you'd most likely be going to support Cove, but you hadn't thought about it too much before now. With a small nod to yourself about everything you'd have to do, you began to walk to the shopping street. You hit the shopping street and casually walked along beneath the afternoon rays, window shopping and browsing through the various stalls that were set up around the place. It didn't take long until you spotted Cove's bright, seafoam hair behind the counter and the banner advertising the fundraising event. He caught your eye as you headed over and and stood from his seat with a smile, pleased to see you arrive. Raising a hand from the clipboard he held, he gave you a wide wave in greeting, inviting you to approach the counter. You came right up to the front of the booth, inspecting the little plush sea animals that decorated it, before turning your smile on Cove.
Jackie!
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, you made it.
Have you settled in and everything? He nodded, taking a quick survey of the simple booth.
I appreciate getting to take a seat for a while. The beach was great, but it's nice to be off my feet for 5 seconds.
Cove, you are such a goofball. He chuckled. You were glad to see that despite all the work he'd been doing. He was in high spirits. He seemed to really be enjoying working with the charity. So, how much are the tickets for the event? He hesitated for a moment, rubbing the back of his neck awkwardly.
Oh. Fuck that, go away. I'll go to McDonald's. They're $149.99. I only found out today.
That's pretty low for a formal fundraising dinner.
I forgot you're fucking rich, my bad.
But I guess Orca isn't trying to be the biggest event of the season, so maybe it doesn't need to be a higher amount. Cove shrugged, glancing down at his clipboard as he answered.
It's definitely not something I would normally be at, but it seems to fit the type of people who are into that kind of thing. Most people that have bought tickets wrote a check for it. I've never written a check for anything before.
Anything? Have you ever written a check?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I use cashier checks, you know, but like never like.
Never actually written one?
Like, no.
I know people who've gone to jail over checks.
Like because they bounced or like
yeah, they bounced and they didn't know it, and then they were arrested.
Oh god, fuck that!
Like, fuck. I mean, it all got worked out in the end, but still, checks are dangerous things.
Yeah, honestly, go the DLC. Jack and Cove goes to jail for a bounced check. Dad, I want to be a big boy for a while.
Oh, I didn't know you actually had to have the money in your account.
A couple of people did have cash though, but yeah, that's the answer to your question.
Don't worry about it.
I still like for you to be there. I'll give you a ticket so you don't have to worry about it. You just have to come.
You will? Group members get to bring a guest?
No. We only get entry for ourselves. And only people who volunteer a certain number of hours, or if they actually part of the team running it. So basically, I'm gonna buy it for you. What a good boyfriend.
He's not a boyfriend yet.
That's true. What a good pussy boy.
No way, I'll get my own ticket. I'm the leader. Stop trying to take lead, Cove.
Come on, please let me get it for you. You're still supposed to be my guest. I wanted to donate anyways. This is
just his way to try to get us on a date with him.
Please.
I want to take you on a date. I want you to be there to support me. No, we stand our ground. We stand our ground. We want to buy our own.
You know you're worth having there, right? I'm not making myself miserable by offering. But I don't want to make you feel bad by being pushy, so you can buy it. Just promise you will, okay?
I promise. Ring, ring, ring,
After
ring.
a long night hanging out with Baxter, you finally come to bed.
Ring, ring. Oh, then suddenly.
Check it out. I'm in
Oh, my
the
phone's
house like
ringing.
carpet. And if
Oh, let
there's too many heads-
me. Hey, what's up, Cove?
Yeah, yes. I'm saying, hey, Jackie. Oh boy, this dinner is so great. They have steak,
Oh,
fish.
oh.
Huh?
No, nothing. Yeah. The dinner's awesome.
Oh,
I'm here.
oh my
right
god,
now.
jalapeno poppers. Oh, you're here. Awesome.
I'm
I
here
can't wait.
right. I'm here right now.
Oh.
You just hear Jackie running out the door.
Well, the dinner's halfway over. Oh boy, I'm at the door. Coming at you.
Oh man, do you see me? I see you. I'm waving. As Jackie's running down the street.
Cool. What matters to me is that you're there.
Fucking chipmunk ass looking motherfucker. You smiled at him, satisfied with that outcome. It made you feel a lot more comfortable being about to pay your own way into the event. What? Being more comfortable being about to pay your own way into the event. Okay. He glanced over his shoulder quickly before turning back to you. His lips tilted mischievously at the corners.
Well,
I'm not supposed to, but if you want to, you can sit behind the counter and keep me company while I sell tickets.
Hell yeah! He laughed at your enthusiasm as you rounded the table and took an extra seat beside him. The afternoon passed in a blur, with you and Cove laughing and chatting in between ticket sales. As the time drifted on and the sun sank lower in the sky, 6 p.m. finally rolled around and you helped him get everything packed up to call it a day. As you headed back home together, you thought of the fundraising dinner and how close it was now. There was still plenty to do before the big night arrived. The days continued on in a normal flow, and before long, the night of the Orca fundraising dinner was upon you. Do we get to choose our outfit?
That'd be so fucking dope.
It was early evening, and you were in your room getting ready as the minutes ticked closer and closer towards the time you needed to leave. Oh, yeah. Lizzie was helping us pick an outfit.
Okay. You want that one? You want to do privacy?
I kind of like that one because it adds that other character.
True.
You stood in front of her, considering different items while she sat on the edge of your bed, lips pursed tight. She gave a firm yes or no to each item you showed her, which had now reduced your options down to a small pile to choose from. The event had strict guidelines, and you wouldn't be let in unless you were dressed to code. That meant having a truly professional outfit, but one that you were also happy with. We were happy with the chance to dress fancy because it shows our leadership. What do you think?
Yeah, you were just a fancy. You would be like Cardi B.
Yeah! There were a couple of outfits that didn't get nearly as much use as you would have liked, but now was the time to show them off. You smile as you picked your way through the items, your excitement shining bright. You don't yeah. You don't understand what she said. You're just laughing. Okay. You didn't understand a single word she said, but it really shouldn't be this difficult to pick something out. You just needed to take the plunge and do it. Take a deep breath. You refocus yourself. You looked over the options one last time. It was time to decide on an outfit. Get quick.
What thing we should wear? well, we talked about the bottle.
You want to go as Jack? You want to be Jack?
or we go the bottom and be Jack.
And be what?
Remember we talked about in the car, the bottom. You know, like he is a reason why he doesn't wear like skirts and shit. I found it, Lizzie.
Just this fucking massive dick hanging out below the skirt.
Fucking.
This is not a good book. Hands together, satisfied.
good.
Standing in front of your mirror, you quietly assessed your outfit. You thought about adding an accessory or two. Hey, a little something extra. Or did you pick out what you needed?
Oh no!
I want to make sure I get the anklet because Cove said he thought they were sexy.
Oh yeah, he did.
Anklet. You had to quickly remove your shoes to slip on the anklet before stepping back into them again. And a necklace, bracelet, watch, belt, a ring, hat, pair of earrings. button vest, and a shawl, and that was everything. And with that, you need makeup. You have to pick a fact of why would you need.
Oh no!
And that was everything. Everyone screams when you walk into the room.
Oh boy, I can't wait for the lasagna.
Or let's say somehow all this comes together and it's fucking beautiful. Like Jackie looks fucking gorgeous except for the flopping penis. Say somehow Jackie, like, Liz is like, okay, the penis is gonna have to go. You're gonna have to tape that up there.
No, Liz.
Penis up. Right. So Jackie looks fucking amazing walking in. All eyes are on Jackie. Dudes are like fucking nutting in their pants staring at Jackie. And then they just hear, "Hey there, Cove, how's it going?" It's me, Jack.
Hey, it's me, Jack.
How about you? It's me, Jackie Jackson.
Jackie Jackson.
You look very nice, Jackie. Twisted around in your outfit excitedly, and you jingled like a Christmas tree. Knowing you had made the right decision with everything had you feeling more confident.
Hey, look at her face before. She was like, "Hey, yeah.
That's great.
Oh man, where's the fucking door?"
Oh my god. Holy shit, hold on 1 second. Liz wiped a pretend tear away with her finger, sniffling dramatically.
I'm Papa Bucker. You're really all gone up. I happen to break our eye and I rather ever nothing.
She chuckled to herself, nudging you towards the door. You carefully headed down the stairs and into the living room where your moms were waiting for your appearance. You just hear Bam go. Trying to stifle laughter when he walks into the other room.
You look great, dear.
I just remembered a funny joke I had. It's not you, Jackie, I swear.
Oh, what was the joke, Mom? You look so wonderful, Jackie.
Nice.
Very mature.
I'm not.
She's like, did Lizzie dress you?
Oh, Lizzie must have dressed you.
We still have a fuck ton of strawberry jam from that fucking trip you made to the.
You want to eat that?
You sure you don't want to stay home and eat some of that instead?
No, Mom. I want to hang out at Cove in public.
Holy shit.
This is amazing. This kind of makes up for the past couple chapters.
Wait, what happened? They continued to coo and fuss over you until you managed to brush them off. Ma took Mom by the arm and held her close. Mom put her face into Mom's arm. I think she was crying. You just hear fucking laughter. Like,
Can't, Pam. I can't.
We enjoyed the attention because we're the leader. How do you like my outfit? Another round of praise began, and you smiled happily to yourself. It was nice being so
Liz-
lauded.
So wait, like This is the first time you've ever been dressed up. Like, did Lizzie not help you get dressed for prom or shit?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it seemed like she had just gotten back from college, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Mom came to give you one last hug. Before you knew it, there was another pair of arms wrapped around you, and then a third. Both Mom and Liz giggled as they hugged you tight. We hope you have so much fun tonight.
Have fun.
We won't wait. We won't wait up for you. So stay out as late as you need. You're old enough now. Holy shit.
With the last wave goodbye, you left your family and approached the front door. It was time.
You just hear laughter from inside. Oh my fuck, Pam.
You actually... I can't believe you actually did it, Lizzie! You actually made her wear it! God, that's so fucking funny!
Yo, where's the camera? Please tell me you got that!
Oh my god. This one's going viral!
I put this on my TikTok.
I'm telling you, your Pam be like, I'm sending this to Ellen!
She calls BuzzFeed. I have there's a monster on the streets of.
It's on the Ellen DeGeneres show next thing in the morning.
Oh no.
Oh, it's on BuzzFeed. It's on fucking, I don't know, TMZ for some fucking reason. Stepping out into the night, you closed the door behind you gently and looked out across the street. Was standing there in the street. His eyes met yours immediately. As if he had been watching your house from the moment you would come out. He smiled bashfully. You walked up to him. You have layers upon layers. You have a you have a normal blouse, a skirt, a floppy peepee. And then on top of the blouse, you have a vest, a formal vest, and a tie. And then you have
we do
a
it,
hat of
boys.
some sort. I'm gonna go get me a drink real quick.
You good?
Oh god. Welcome back!
Hello.
Sorry about that. We're back though. 100% back in action. Cove was standing there in the street. His eyes met yours immediately, as if he had been watching you. Oh, I already read that.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, I hope you're ready to do this. You took the chance to check over his outfit as he walked across the way to meet you. It was formal for sure, though didn't feel overly posh, unlike you. It made sense for him, and was honestly a sight for sore eyes. He was always beautiful to you. I wish there was an option that we could be like, we hated it.
Yeah.
He looked you over as well, a subtle blush creeping over his face as he quickly cleared his throat and averted his gaze.
You.
He seemed to be struggling to find something to say, rubbing at the exposed part of his arm awkwardly.
Thank you for coming with me, and for dressing really nicely for this. Your outfit is it's good.
Hold on, I'm pulling something up.
Better than good, really great, I guess. Something else? So yeah.
His gaze traveled downwards, taking your full form, and he suddenly froze, his eyes widened on what you were sure was the tasteful anklet peeking out from above your shoes. Cove turned his very red face away from you, and you peered at him adoringly as he mumbled to himself.
Oh my god.
As you imagined, the choice of had him fully flustered. Not! You knew how he felt about them, and he knew that you knew how he felt about them. The purposefulness of teasing him this way likely had an even bigger impact than even seeing you in the anklet. You started to wonder if it was a good idea after all. Cove acting like that was killing you, and you hadn't even started the trip to the diner yet. It took a great amount of effort to focus your thoughts and react to his overall assessment to your look. Damn, Cove, you so hot right now.
Fucking dude.
Jackie goes in to lean on him, the penis just slightly slaps his leg.
Fuck.
Go hung his bright red face in embarrassment after that. He wrapped his arms around his torso bashfully, as if trying to protect himself in the outfit from further teasing. He slowly just pushes the penis away. Come on, Jackie.
We talked about this.
You laughed at the reaction. Then he shook his
What's
head.
wrong, Cove? I've had a penis on your leg before.
What's wrong? Then he shook his head, glanced back towards the garage, and throwing a thumbs over his shoulder. What? Throwing a thumb over his shoulder, spoke. Oh, okay, I get it.
We should probably go in. Wouldn't be late. This is a grown-up event, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, no offense. I have never heard, and I could be wrong, but 19 or 18-year-old, however they are, oh, we have a grown-up event to go to. I've never, most people that age are yeah, we're fucking adults.
I think they might be saying it as, a joke. Oh, it's a grown-up event, because they've never really gone to anything like it.
That's
I
fair.
guess is what you could have, but it's kind of weird, yeah. You headed over to Cove's car together, hopping in and strapping on your seatbelts. You were on your way. The event was being held at a place you had never been to before. You brought up the location on your phone to help Cove navigate there. It took some time to find the right address, and once you were met with the task of finding a parking spot. Though you were on time, it seemed like everyone else had already showed up and claimed the spaces. Eventually, you found a suitable place. Before realizing that it required payment, Cove covered the amount, taking a ticket from the machine and leaving it on the dashboard of the car. Despite the small holdup, you managed to ultimately make it to the event and confirmed you were on the guest list before being shown into the dining area. Cove whistled low as he looked around, taking in the extravagance of the room. Chandeliers hung from the ceiling, and the entire place was decked out with beautiful oceanic displays. You were stunned yourself. It was extremely high class, even more so than you had already expected. Ooh.
What do you want to do?
Oh my god, this looks like shit.
Oh,
It's so
God.
overdone. Ugh. Remember, we're rich.
That's true.
From the lights and the crystals to the massive stage at the other end of the large room, the event had overkill written all over it. The sound of Cove's name being called echoed over the din of the room. When you looked around, there were a couple of unfamiliar people coming your way. They headed over to greet Cove. You both welcome, smile, hello. Oh, these are enemies.
Oh no.
How dare you challenge me? I'm the leader. We're glad to see you could make it, Cove. Especially after all the hard work you've done to help make this night happen.
I wasn't gonna miss it.
You must be Jackie. Cove has mentioned you often.
Listen, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, whatever. When you looked at Cove for confirmation, you saw he was running his toe along the ground, his face flushed red.
Jackie and I, we know each other for a very long time, since we were just kids. Cove, this is the one that you said you wanted to pipe down?
That's wonderful. There's nothing like old friends.
Yeah. Cove, we have to thank you for everything you've done for Okra. I just said that last line, but you're always welcome to join in more activities when they come.
You too, Jackie. If you ever decide that's something you're interested in. How'd they let you in with the nudity?
Kids these days.
They're showing everything.
You nodded your head in understanding, giving a small smile.
Well, we'll better head out to greet the other guests. It was lovely speaking with you both.
You all said your goodbyes, and they faded off into the crowd, leaving you and Cove on your own once more. Cove shrugged, then eyes darting around the place with an awkward look.
Yeah, I'm the one that were laughing. The comedian isn't out here yet. That's really weird. I guess we should talk to more people. There isn't much else to do besides that.
You found your way into groups of people who were standing around chatting while some light music played in the background. Servers with large silver trays were gliding between the guests, offering drinks and canopies. Is that how you would say that? I don't know. Cove approached various people as you wound your way through the guests. He managed broaching new conversations as well. You were enjoying talking to so many different people, both guests and members of the organization alike. You found yourself enjoying the company. The sound of a microphone crackling came from the podium at the other end of the room. Someone, who you assumed must be the host for the evening, was asking everyone to sit down in preparation for the meal and speeches. You and Cove looked for your table, finding it easily enough by the little name cards that were placed delicately beside the napkins. A few others joined you at the table, though they weren't anyone that you recognized. The host was still speaking as people were settling, starting off the speeches by giving a welcome to everyone attending. She went on to provide some more information about Orca, which you supposed was for the guests who weren't a part of the organization, and the purpose of the fundraiser tonight. Orca's goals, as she explained it, were to aid in the conservation and restoration of oceans and beaches. There were many people who had helped to make the group as successful as it was. When she read off a list of several volunteers who worked on making the event happen, Cove's name was one of the first to come up. His chest puffed out in pride.
That was me!
That was me, that was my name, oh! As she continued on to thank the large donors for the event, you checked over at Cove. He was still grinning happily to himself and tapping his fingers over the tops of his knees, pretty pleased to have been mentioned by name.
Cove, you're nutting. Calm the fuck down.
Roll her eyes at him.
Well, the bitch.
No. It wasn't that big of a deal. While the hosts continued speaking, multiple servers dressed in black were setting the first course of the menu in front of the guests. One of the servers set down a plate in front of you, and you thanked them quietly before looking over the dish with interest. You recognized the dish as simple as a simple Caesar salad. The host quickly wrapped up the end of her speech, thanking everyone once more before inviting you all to begin your meal. You were embarrassed because you already started. Anyone who had included a special dietary note when signing up for the event received a vegan or vegetarian version. It's a salad.
Yes.
Is there maybe
I
like
guess
had other stuff in it?
Yeah, I never really understood like the whole difference between vegan and vegetarians. But I bet it's good no matter what.
And there were also small baskets of bread set around the table. It's too fucking gross. You didn't eat shit. Just stuff our face at the table. Sure. Cove wolfed down his salad before munching into a breadstick, quickly devouring that as well.
I hope the next part comes out soon and is bigger.
You could hear him mumbling to himself as he reached over for another piece of bread. He glanced around the table and you followed his line of sight with curiosity, noting that everyone else was still eating the salad. Stopping his hand mid-air, he quickly pulled back and rested it on his lap without taking another breadstick after all. It was clear that he was starting to feel unsure of himself, and he looked a little out of place here. He folded his arms and turned away from them to you. Cove?
Hey, do you like the salad?
It was pretty bad. You made a face at your plate and wrinkled up your nose. His gaze
Can I please
remained...
have this one fucking thing?
His gaze remained purposely tunneled on you, as if he were trying not to even think about what the rest of the table might be doing. Where's the non-discreet version of that? Yeah.
Jack, why is Jackie such a cunt?
Wait, what?
Why is Jackie such a fucking bitch? Like,
I don't know, she kind of...
Cove's
Jackie's always
Cove-
been a bitch.
Covey, what the fuck?
Little Covey!
Cove is over here like, oh, I'm so happy for once. Oh my god, Jack's over here, dressed how she is, just flipping people off, like, yeah, fuck you.
Salad fucking sucks!
Oh my god, so overdone.
This event is terrible. I wish I never fucking came.
I legitimately was born in a fucking mansion. Oh my god, this place is so overdone. Oh my god.
With everyone else looking down at their plates, you took the chance to stick out your middle finger their way. Cove snorted with laughter before abruptly slapping his hand over his mouth. His eyebrows turned upward in both amusement and embarrassment as his shoulders continued, just shaking with his laughter. You quickly shoved your hand into your lap when the other guests turned their heads, pretending that nothing had happened at all. You were kicked out of the play. You were kicked out of the event.
And Cove was reprimanded in front of everybody.
You received some strange looks, but at least it had managed to cheer Cove up. It wasn't much longer until the main course was arriving and the various chicken, steak, and veggie dishes were being served throughout the room. An array of scents wafted through the room, making your mouth water. Steak!
Just ripping it up piece by piece.
It's like a bone-in
those
ribeye.
tomahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice that you had been given the option to know how you liked your steak cooked, and the meal on the plate in front of you seemed perfectly to your taste. Cove had gone for the steak, and once he started to dig in, he was completely absorbed by his meal. No, Cove! The meat absorbed you! Right in front of everybody. Jesus fucking Christ, what a bitch.
Or we
He
could,
flicked something at him.
yeah. Bully Cove.
You scented a pea in a clear spot on your plate, taking the time to get the angle right. He wasn't going to notice what you were doing as long as he had food in front of him. When it was perfect, you struck the tiny thing and hit him directly in the side of his cheek. He bolted upright in shock, almost choking his mouth full of food. Matter of fact, he did start choking. Are you choking?
Sir, do you need assistance? Okay. Quick, call the code.
1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I need rescue breaths.
Okay, preparing shock. Back away.
Clear? Is everyone clear? Gotta make sure everyone's clear. Cindy, get your hand off that fucking table.
Administering shock. Begin. Begin.
Resuscitation.
Yeah,
1
resuscitation.
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Doctor, he's dead.
The look he gave you was far from impressed, but his eyes still held a glint of amusement. You threw your gaze away from him innocently, as though you had done nothing at all. When you peeked to see if you had gotten off scot-free, he rolled his eyes and returned to his meal. You chuckled lightly beneath your breath, and he did the same, thoroughly entertained. Dinner eventually ended, and last of all was dessert, a lemon sorbet that had been partially dyed blue. The mix of white with bold streaks of blue made the little scoop look like a ball of roaring ocean waves. The effect was very pretty, but the serving size was small. Perhaps it was the price to pay for artistry. You turned to Cove and finding him pouting a little at the size of it. Digging into the dessert, it took him only a few bites to polish it off. Again, the other people around the table had barely even begun eating. An unimpressed air settled over him as he sat back in his chair, sipping at his water unhappily. Everything, you're just making this entire thing so uncomfortable for everybody at the table. Like,
I'm such a bully.
or should we laugh at him? What do you think? I'll let you choose.
We laugh at his humiliation, or
Call him a big baby. Clear his throat.
you
Tell him
should
to get
appreciate what you got, Cove.
Everyone had the exact same amount, you know. He looked up at you sheepishly, embarrassed to have been caught sulking over such a thing. He fumbled for a defense.
It's just really good. That's all, and now it's gone. But I'm okay.
With a slight grin, he shrugged to show that he was really fine. Do you want my dessert? What do you think?
Yeah, do that one. Be nice.
He pushed dessert towards him and his eyes widened in surprise. He looked down at the dessert and then back at you, as if wordlessly asking if you were really sure. It's okay, you can have it. He hesitated a moment more, before pulling a sorbet in front of him and a small smile tugging at his lips. I can't believe you took it.
Jackie.
You're welcome, jerk. He scooped up a spoonful of the treat and put it in his mouth, humming happily. He felt satisfied knowing he enjoyed it much more than you would. You leaned back in your chair, looking around quietly. After a moment or two, you felt Cove giving you a sidelong glance. What? He then took another spoonful of the far ocean and held it for you. Your stomach began to flutter, and not from the prospect of sorbet. Ew, no.
What sorbet?
I don't fucking know. Let's look it up.
Oh, that's pretty good. Healthy ice cream.
Is it ice cream?
I guess. Looks like ice cream.
I guess so. Yeah, it's a frozen dessert. It's like ice cream. It's fruit puree. It's like frozen fruit puree. Cool. Ew, no. Quite disgusting.
Alright, if you insist.
Cove directed the spoon into his own mouth instead, quickly finishing the remainder of the dessert. Another person from Orca got up on stage to make a speech, as if everyone was nearing the end of their meal. They spoke mostly about the individual projects that the organization was working on. I'll be right back.
You're good.
Welcome back. They spoke mostly about the individual projects that the organization was working on and their plans for the near future, as well as encouraging anyone who was interested to consider volunteering. Cove bent forward over the table. Take me, Jackie. With his chin balanced on a hand, listening attentively to the words. As they came to a conclusion and everyone gave them a round of applause, Cove caught your eye and smiled. You wondered what would happen now. And then the lights dimmed. A couple of spotlights came on, projecting a water light effect around the room. Oh no, it's gonna be a dance. The guests gushed over the ambience, and you looked around with wide eyes at the ripples on the walls.
Oh, the nipples on the wall.
The nipples on the walls. The DJ that had previously been playing some soft mood music in the background announced that the floor was open for dancing, slightly turning the volume up so it drifted through the space. That's kind of weird. It's like a dance now. When you glanced at Cove, his eyebrows had shot up, and he mumbled quietly.
Oh, I didn't know there'd be dancing. I guess it makes sense now that I think about it. Go shut the fuck up, you dude.
Did you just trick me into...
Cove, I told you no at prom. Why would you think I would dance for you?
He gave an awkward laugh as you both watched as people rose from their seats. It was clear now that many of the donors were couples. A small crowd had started to form on the dance floor, and the DJ played a romantic song to get everyone started off. Cove let his gaze float over to the small sea of guests, and he seemed lost in thought. A serious expression had settled on his face, making his eyebrows dip. Slowly, he turned to you, though there was something cautious in his approach.
Do you want to dance with me?
No. I'm just curious. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You're good.
We're back. There was a bug. I had to go smash a bug for my wife.
Oh no. I'm happy she's okay. So there's only one song I could think of for the dance to.
Check it out, I'm in the
Yeah.
house like carpet. And if the
I can
student
read your
gets in my
mind.
blunt, I won't
I'd love
smoke
to.
it, I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket.
His face lit up. You could tell even beneath the dim
I
light.
spark it up with my brother.
He nodded firmly as he rose from his seat, though you noticed his hands shaking at his side.
We're putting shit together like the
You walked
house
down on the
that John
dance
built
floor,
on the hill.
hesitating a little when you
Position
turned
like velvet. Turn
and
up. My
stood
style
to
fits
face.
tighter than a
To
glove.
face to face.
Then you can just leave it like Beaver. But in a day or
Cove
two,
had a
I'll
hard
you
time
what you
meeting your
believe
eye,
in me, 'cause like
but he
the
lifted a
alphabet
hand
you
for you
see,
to take,
there ism can
unsure
survive
of what
like
else he was meant to do.
like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. He said Matty Rich 'cause he's
You
straight
accepted his hand easily and gave him an encouraging smile.
Drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine. Go get tiny if you have time.
I can't read with this fucking song. It took some doing, but amidst your nervous laughter, you managed to find a comfortable enough position and set a rhythm to the music. It was quite nice after that. Every time your eyes met Cove's, he would look away quickly, but he seemed to be enjoying the dance nonetheless. Eventually, he felt comfortable enough to speak.
A lot has happened, huh?
Nope. You nodded faintly. You weren't sure if he meant just today, this summer, or your entire time knowing each other. But it didn't really matter. It was true either way. Thinking back on the years that you and Cove had been neighbors, it was difficult to even try to reflect on it all at once.
I'm so glad.
Jackie, I'm so glad your mom gave me $20 to hang out with you that one night.
What? Your dad
I'm
gave
glad
me
we-
$20.
What's up in the twist at the end of the game? I'm glad we ended up here.
I wouldn't be surprised. He gave you a soft look and you beamed, knowing that could also mean many things. But from his tone, you were certain he didn't only mean here, at this event. It was more than that. Oh, drop a bomb right fucking here. No, we gotta save it and bring it up at the wedding. Bring it up at the fucking wedding.
The secret divorce ending.
Drop that bomb on him.
I guess so am I, or...
I thought that said there's somewhere else I'd rather be.
Oh my god.
And then there's the thought bubble appears over Jackie's head and it's just Baxter.
I wonder what happens if you do hang out with Baxter, though, for this part. Like, do you still go with him here, or, like...
I don't know. You could.
You
There's
couldn't
nowhere
even
else.
speak. This song was so bad.
Check it out, I'm in the house like
The party eventually started to wind down, and at last it came to an end, thank God. When the main lights turned on, you blinked against the brightness of them, making sure you still had Cove in your sights. One final speaker came up to the podium on the stage, thanking all the guests for coming and wishing everyone a good night. It was bittersweet to see it come to a close. Your time with Cove here was precious. At least the memories could be brought with you. Giving the space one more look, you walked together with Cove out the parking lot. Hold on, there were some messages in the D&D chat. Did they cancel? Oh, okay. That's all they said.
Robin.
Unimportant.
Oh.
The other guests were doing the same, so you got stuck in a bit of a crowd. Though Cove was so dull you could always see him, and it was easy enough not to get separated. The parking lot itself was quite big, and even more noticeable now with fewer cars blocking the view. It took a little while to actually locate Cove's car across its expanse. Eventually you found it, and the two of you bundled inside the vehicle and buckled up. The trip home was quiet, as you both slightly reflected back on the experience. The event had been the biggest night of the year for Orca, and now it was all over, just like that. Outside your window, the surroundings soon became familiar, and you found yourselves back in your neighborhood. Cove pulled the car into his driveway and put it in park before letting out a relieved breath.
Home sweet home.
Yeah! After climbing out of the car, you walk slowly down to the road, Cove coming over to stand beside you. You stopped in the middle of the street, right between your house and his, and turned to him, finding him in the process of opening his mouth to speak. Strangely, he clamped his lips together as though he had suddenly thought it better of it. Thank you for taking me tonight, Cove.
Aw. I had so much fun. Thank you for coming with me. Sorry about that. You walked inside without saying a word.
Alright, we can get a little romantic with him. We'll give him a nice hug. Oops, I ruffled his hair playfully. Oopsie.
Noogie! Noogie surprise!
That's canon. Everybody knows
fucking hurt me, Jackie. I don't think about how fucking hurt. Jack is fucking ripped, isn't he?
Yeah, Jackie's insane.
Ow, night, Jackie.
With a last wispy smile, he left towards his front door, figuring you shouldn't linger in the street for much longer. You crossed the remainder of the road and did the same. When you reached your house, you pulled out your keys and stuck them in the door, trying your best to be silent about it. Opening the door a crack, You turned back and looked at Cove from over your shoulder. Your eyebrows lifted in surprise to see he was doing the same, holding his front door open but waiting for you to go inside before he did. You shared an amused smile before you both stepped into your own houses, locking the door. I thought it was going to be like you could like make him, you could be like, no, you go in first.
Don't challenge me on this, boy.
I will stay here all fucking night. It was quite late, so everyone else was already asleep. As quiet as a mouse. You tiptoed up to your bedroom and changed out of your formal clothes into your pajamas. Now that you were finally home, you were exhausted. You brushed your teeth and got ready for bed in darkness, before crawling under the covers and letting out a heavy breath. It was still strange to think about how that was it. The build-up to the event had felt like so much, but it was completely behind you. Your mind was busy with rapid yet muddled thoughts as you faded closer and closer to sleep. As unconsciousness creeped up on you, you felt more content. It was a big deal, but there would be more in the future. You could accept that it had been, and you could dream about what you'd get to experience next.
Our D&D's like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, but they can. I'll go for it. I want to see where this goes real quick. What's the sound? Even though we already know what the fucking sound is. It's a green-haired thief tapping on her fucking window who doesn't know how to use doors.
Derek, no!
It's like he's a fucking vampire who can't come in unless invited, but windows are the special exception.
So guilty.
And then you were taken away from your dreams back into reality by a sound. Your eyebrows pinched together, fully prepared to the part of waking world again. The day was over and had been an eventful one. You were pissed. You heard another noise. It was tapping. Your eyes flew open. The window. There was tapping. It came from your window. Cove, hold it. You want to let the guy in.
Come in, guy.
What? You extricated yourself from your bed, yawning. You stretched your arms and then made your way to the window. There was another tap right before you arrived. When you pulled it wide open, Derek was there. Cove was indeed there. You had not been surprised to find Cove awkwardly crouched on your window ledge. However, you were taken aback to see that he was a little overdressed. Cove hadn't changed out of his formal clothes. You also noticed that he was perched clumsily. You didn't know if it was because he was trying to keep his fancy clothes clean or if he felt weird about something. His body was too stiff and awkward. He was a boner.
Oh no.
Cove smiled sheepishly.
I'm ready.
I'm not. Jackie closed the window.
Hi, Jackie. Hi.
He moved aside and let him climb inside. He cautiously stepped down by stretching his legs out. Strangely, he didn't use his hands for support. It was clear to you he was holding something. Oh my god, he's gonna propose. When he was safely on his feet, he briefly checked out his clothes, twisting around to see if the back of his pants. He caught you looking and shrugged.
So I went home after the event, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to settle down, so I just walked back out. Oh, I thought for some reason when I first read that, I thought he said I just blacked out. I just blacked out.
Let's go.
I need fresh air and time from everything.
He paused for a moment and raised his clasped together hands where you could see them.
But then something happened, and so I have something I want to show you.
Cove grinned like a child and gently unfurled his fingers, not being able to keep you in suspense for even a minute.
Cove, I'm going back to fucking bed.
No, Ryan, you don't understand the significance. He was never able to catch a firefly, and he just did. Remember when they were children?
Go back to bed. Have a good night.
Carefully sitting inside his study all night, it blinked off and on. Firefly. Delicate, he moved his hand closer to you, could see the creature better.
They're back.
Fuck!
They're back.
He closed his eyes, his smile now faintly illuminated by by his insect companion.
Oh, honestly, I didn't think I'd see him again this year. I don't know why. It's just they were kind of late. I guess I've been worried about a lot of stuff lately.
You could tell that the firefly genuinely lifted his spirits. He seemed at peace. He wanted to share that with you. The fact that his first thought after discovering the fireflies was to come over and set... Why did it end? Hold on.
Oh no.
Cove opened his eyes, but he looked away, not meeting yours.
It's really nice. I think even if the fireflies disappear for a while, it doesn't mean they're really gone. They'll come back. I can see them again.
Technically, fireflies aren't even gone. They're just eggs and larvae. He laughed and shook his head, amused. You gestured for him to go on, and he nodded. Cove looked at your face, his smile now fragile.
It makes me think about the two of us. We're together. Then we say goodbye. And then we're together. Day after day, year after year. And even if our time apart gets longer, that doesn't make it forever. Jackie, I'll always be there whenever you want to see me. Is this the bad ending?
I don't know. I feel like we're making it a lot creepier with the sound.
Yes.
You wanted to be with him. There was nothing else you wanted. Cove. You're a crazy person. I'll always be there for you, too.
Well, you're a crazy person. Like, that's more of like, oh, you're a crazy person. Like, I assume that's just like they're gonna laugh at that. He just kills the fucking bug. It's fucking. What?
I really like. What the fuck is that sound? It's fucking creepy. What else do I got? Oh, that one's pretty good. Here. Should we just say we want to be with him? Should we just do it?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Hit a pound. The harsh beat drowned out all other sounds. You stared at him with a firm gaze. You both had known each other for so long. Though you were such good friends, you cared about each other so much, although your feelings had changed. That didn't mean you hadn't grown from a strong foundation. It was hard to take the step and become something else, but this was it. You were going to keep your feelings to yourself any longer. Cove's expression shifted into something concerned. His brow was furrowed. As he waited for your response, there was something fragile there, unsure. Oh shit.
Kiss him, bro. Go for it. This is the only way you get out of this room alive. Sorry, Jack. That's how it rolls.
He took a
Oh my
step towards
God.
him, intent and electrified with purpose. He raised his eyebrows.
Jack, what are you doing? Jack!
Oh my God. There's like an indent of your hand on the wall.
Jack.
I can pick him up.
Pam!
Your daughter's crazy! His eyes widened massively. Cove automatically. It's like he was the creepy one and now Jackie has taken it. Whatever.
Oh, I said I'm gonna fucking leave it. This is weird.
Oh god. Here. His eyes widened massively. Cove automatically retreated backwards in your direction. Raised his hands up in a confused gesture, only for the firefly to leave the two of you private. He squeaked when there was nowhere left to go, and his back was firmly against the wall of your bedroom. Cove was completely and utterly red. Into his bewildered face. Cove didn't know what to do next. His eyes flickered from your eyes to your hands on him, and then settled on your lips. You brought your mouth closer to his in response, and his eyebrows somehow rose even further. Get the fuck out of my house before I kill you. Whoa! Harry Pan escaped him. At that, it was time. And you smooched him right on the sloppy lips. Cove remained frozen for a moment, but he kissed you in return, almost urgently. You weren't expecting such fervor from him, from someone so hesitant as Cove. To him, if he didn't do it now, if he didn't take this chance, it was as though you'd slipped away from him forever. It was wonderful. You felt a rush when you realized that Cove wanted to kiss you, just as badly as you wanted him. You smiled into the touch. Joy was bursting out of you, your chest, your massive penis. was warm, and your face was on fire. You knew this was right. Unfortunately, you had to break away eventually, and Cove took a deep inhale. All of his attention was on you.
Jackie,
You broke both my collarbones. You felt goosebumps on his skin. The little hairs on the back of his neck rose, and his breathing sped up. You weren't sure if you could feel his rapid pulse or if it was just your own thundering heartbeat.
scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
I genuinely scared me. What the fuck?
He nudged you back slightly to get off from the wall, overwhelmed. But his hand found yours and he squeezed tightly. You both caught your breath. His hand was coated in sweat. His nerves were getting to him.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Now that you've tasted my lips, Cove. Now that I've tasted yours. Jackie leans over under the bed. Now I will taste more! Goes like, ah, the chainsaw!
Amazing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You gave him the space he desperately needed to recover from that short circuit. Eventually his gaze stopped on the ground, and his grip on you clenched nervously.
Thank you for that. Should I say thank you? Are we together now?
No, I just want to shut you the fuck up. What do you think it means, bro? Cove shook his head, newly stunned, but it was only with amazement. What happened was shocking to Cove, but he absolutely wanted to hold on to this new thing between you. He recentered himself, looking into your purple eyes. I forgot we had purple eyes.
Jackie, if I can, I like to be your boyfriend. I like it a lot. I can think of anything I like more.
Sorry, already dating Baxter.
What?
His lips quirked into a shy smile as he let out a laugh so airy it was nearly a cough. I wish there was one that was like, no.
You just got ding dong ditch bugged and then friend zoned for 10 years.
Got him! Now your dad owes me $50 every week. Damn right. You jumped into his arms, but your muscles are like so heavy.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh! You let away emotion. You ran away to deal with it. You readied yourself. You launched yourself,
Please, Jackie, no.
pushing off the ground with a powerful kickoff. Yeah.
Cove was giving you piggyback rides.
That's true. The massive size difference being helpful in this regard. Your body had plenty of room against his, and you relaxed in his hold. Cove's arms stayed wrapped around your back, and he kept you lifted. He couldn't help but laugh, and it was adorably warm. Then you looked into Cove's face again. His smile was sparkling bright, much more so than the firefly he had brought you. His eyes pricked with tears, and he sniffed. "I'm gonna cry, little bitch, Cove." Oh, hey, Cove. I'm breaking up with you.
Fucking Jackie.
You're both happy together. You were together and happy. You wiped away his tears. You carefully brushed aside the tiny water drops with your thumb. Go bashfully leaned into your gay ass. What you didn't tell him is you had just eaten chili. You were just eating chili peppers, and you just rubbed chili pepper all over his eye. He ducked his head with a childish giddiness and peeked it at you out of the corner of his eyes.
Thanks for waiting for me, man. My eyes are killing me. My eyes are starting to stink a little.
Yeah! Yeah, I would totally didn't consider Derek in middle school.
Or Jeremy that one time.
Or Jamie that one time. Or Baxter. Or
Leader number one.
leader number 1 or leader number 2. Or Randy Mandy. Or
I give you that. I never thought about Shiloh, but then I saw him recently, and boy, was he hot.
You didn't think there were words that would capture how you felt.
Jackie. We're gonna have to tell everybody about this, aren't we? Your mom, my parents, Liz, Terry, Miranda, everyone.
Oh yeah, Terry. I totally didn't, think about getting into a relationship with Terry either. Definitely not Cove. You were definitely not my last choice.
I don't think they'll be surprised.
He smiled at you with an unabashed preciousness. You figured that even without your history, if anyone caught Cove looking at you like that, it'd be obvious exactly how he felt. His openness of character had some truly delightful benefits. You must have been making an expression equally as affectionate because he began to fluster again. He made some stuttering chuckles and then quieted down, his mouth forcefully staying closed. Bloomed romance. Got an achievement. You both took a moment to process. After 10 years of being together, you're officially a couple now. Cove looked into your eyes with a soft, slightly shy expression. There was hope in his smile. Dude, I'm fucking tired. Let me go to bed.
Do you want to go to the hill with me? I bet there's no fireflies. No.
I'm tired. He smiled a little more very softly.
It's okay. Good night.
His voice was quiet but content. The part that mattered happened, and he couldn't be disappointed with that. Night. Cove looked at your bedroom door and then back at the window. He made a decision to start and head over to his personal exit.
It's probably better if I don't get caught.
He gave you one last smile as you saw him off. His climbing was a lot more graceful now that he wasn't holding a living creature. He waved at you from the ground and then disappeared in the night behind the side of your house. The firefly was still in your bedroom, annoying the fuck out of you, landing on your face while you were trying to sleep. You stayed at your window for a minute longer. You could see a firefly in the distance. Cove was right. You may have said farewell for today, but it was only for now. You'd see him again. Alright, there we go.
That was a wild one.
Yes, it was.
That's,
It was
that's
better
pretty
than
fun, I'm not gonna
usual.
lie. Yeah, it really was.
Better than the other one. So are we gonna be like dating in the drive one now?
I assume so.
Because you can pick them in any order.
But to be fair, I think most of the ones we've done basically hints we kind of had a thing I always thought, like
Yeah.
they're basically dating.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see next episode.
Yeah.
If that works.
Thanks for watching. You guys can, I don't know, fuck off now.
Have fun.
Remember, guys. Remember, everybody. Like a firefly, we may be saying goodbye now, but we'll always see each other